Welcome to another episode of What the Hell. Today I have a Canon Rebel XSi digital SLR camera that's not working correctly. When you turn it on, you get the infamous error 99, which is a general error message and doesn't specifically tell you what's wrong with the camera. But upon inspection, when I lifted up this mirror, I noticed that the curtain or the shutter was all bent up and out of place. So today I'm going to try to replace those shutter and see if we could fix this camera. Alright, let's get the marathon started. One screw on this side. Two screws on top. One over here. And the other one over here. These hold on the camera straps. And for the front, there's two screws here and over here. And one here. Now we remove it. I just want to put the stand on the piece of that so that you can reuse it. And this one's screwed underneath that clip. I'm going to remove this strip over here. And I think that's all the screws. At least not the open case, okay. So we remove the side. I cannot be easily. Take out the memory card. Remove the eye guard. Okay, same screws underneath that eye cap. No, four. Four screws. There, and this adapter adjustment screw. And that's it. And to remove the back plate, this is my, you're going to have to push in on this gap, push out this way. Slowly. You want to pull it out all the way because there's a table that you don't want to damage. So that can pop out. And just slowly remove the back plate and fold it down like this. And then disconnect the cable over here. So you just flip this switch or lock mechanism. And that's to pull out the cable. Like that. This side. Now I'm going to try to disconnect all the different rating cables on the main board. For safety reasons. So over here there's a plus sign and a minus sign over there. So I'm going to discharge that using a capacitor. I mean a resistor. So over here I have a 3 kilo ohm resistor with an aluminum heatsink. And I believe this is a 25 watt resistor. 25 watt, 3 kilo ohm. And to that I'm going to attach some gator clips. Like so. Now the reason you want to use a resistor of high value like this is to minimize any spark or like spark gap that might occur, and that might spook you out if you used a lower resistor and then you go and discharge the capacitor. You might see or hear a spark, and that might spook you, and then you might end up touching other parts of the circuit board, which could be a bad thing. So by using a high value resistor, that will minimize, if not eliminate, the sparking event, and less chance that you'll get spooked out. Okay, so now I'm just gonna carefully short those out, short that capacitor out. Again, the plus and minus sign somewhere over there. Probably won't show on camera. Alright. I shouldn't see any sparks. So I'm just gonna leave it on there for a few seconds to make sure I discharge this shit fully. And just for good measure, I'm going to measure the voltage to ensure that it's fully off. So I'm using my multimeter just to measure the voltage if there's any still left. There's about 2 volts. Let's see if we could get rid of that fully. Alright, that's close to 0 volts. I'd say that's discharged. Now this back plate should be able to come off. So you just slide it slightly to the right and it should pop off. So as you can see, this one I've already repaired. And that's how the shutter layout should be. Let me see if I can zoom in further. Notice the position of these two springs over here. So you gotta be careful that you don't lose these springs. I'm not sure exactly what their purpose is, but they're there. So let's disassemble this just to show you how to replace the shutters. First, you gotta remove the spring if it's not already out. So pay attention to the position of the spring. That's one out. Then you could remove this curtain. So with this camera, this was the curtain that was broken. This is the one that I replaced. Okay. So this is the new one, and this was the old one. So you could see the bend on this curtain. This part is bent, and this part is supposed to be riveted onto this hole right there, but that rivet popped off, and that caused the curtain to bend up, and that pretty much destroyed well, not destroyed, stopped the shutter mechanism. So that's the old one. So then you remove this one. It goes between the two curtain pair. Once again, pay attention to this spring. This one is loaded. Make sure you don't lose it. Oh, no, it's not loaded. But just pay attention to how it's laid out. Like the hook over here goes underneath this blade. See if I can take it out. Oh. So tiny. Then we remove the last curtain. This one was alright. This I didn't need to replace, but I replaced it anyway because I got the complete set. Now for reassembly, you do the reverse. You take the shutter with the 3 curtains. And then align them with these 3 pegs over here. So the curtain should be in a closed position like that. Then attach the spring. open it like that, and then there's a hook in here, and that goes underneath this blade over here. Need to hook that first. Okay, take two. So right now I remove the curtain and pre-install the spring, like so, making sure the hook goes underneath that silver blade or silver arm, and then I put it in the pegs, like so. That one goes in. I want to make sure I capture it on camera. So here. I was trying to install it on the wrong peg. So the spring goes here underneath this blade, loops around this peg, and then hooks around this peg. And that's the first curtain. And we put the divider. Like so. Then we put the second curtain. Then the second spring. So that's how the position of the spring is. So the hook, this hook over here, goes inside that hole on this arm. Goes in there, then the loop goes on the peg, and then this big hook goes over here, like so. Oh, almost had it. Okay, let's try it again. So hook into the hole, the loop into the peg, and the big loop goes around this peg over here. So hook in here, loops around here, and then loops back in here. So that's how it should look. Let's see if I could zoom in closer. Then we put the back plate on. Sits there, and then push it to the left. And then screw it back on again. And here's what the curtains look like with this curtain up like this. Now the springs are, both springs over here are now preloaded. So then when you click hit the shutter button, this curtain will drop. So now I'm going to show you how the curtain mechanism work. So over here by the motor, there's this gear. If you spin this gear counterclockwise, that will get the shutter curtains moving. Like so. So I haven't put the screws back, so I'm just gonna hold this back plate on so nothing comes popping out. So I'm just gonna start spinning this gear manually over here, this main gear. Now watch the shutter curtain move. So now both curtains now the big curtain, the two curtain blade now dropped, and the mirror is now raised up. So now the aperture is fully open. And I continue to spin this gear, and now the three bladed curtain drops, and that ends the exposure. And then if I keep rotating this gear, now I can feel the resistance on spinning this gear, and that means that the mirror is now starting to raise up. Excuse me, not raise up, close down. So now the mirror goes down, and then the two-bladed curtain goes up to close the aperture, the window. Also pay attention to these parts over here and over here. So now the three blade curtain is now up. It's now positioned over here. Now the mirror dropped and the two blade curtain dropped as well. I keep spinning. That ends the exposure. And so let me just cycle this a few times. That's how it works.
Got it.